Okay.
At
So,
least I was.
And obviously, Will wants an armory and can't afford it. So.
Will does not get a fucking armory. Paul, are you there?
Yeah.
No.
Good. That'll do. So, it is but moments after your conversation upon the bridge of the Dolar Imperium. Inquisitor Osiris has essentially just gone, yeah, no one's getting off that station for the moment. That we need to start screening people. But I think a little search of the Astartes vessel that Crisis came up with, I think that might be a very good idea.
Good to Inquisitor. We'll move away immediately.
Can we get some sort of special passes to allow admittance back onto the ship since we have been cleared?
Indeed, we'll need some kind of insurance policy.
What we'll be doing is I'll take some genetic markers off of you before you leave, and you will be tested when you come back on the station.
For what?
Make sure we're the same person.
Yes.
There's no denying who I am. I'm very sorry about that, but I'm not exactly one for blood tests.
Me too.
If all my blood talk to the likes of the Sororitas, the Familius, it's we've been chronicled for generations. I got my writ. There's no need for mine.
Mm-hmm. Yep, me too.
I'm not going to lie. It's not for what you are now. I need to make sure that you are going to be who you are when you come back. If I'm correct, then we may be dealing with an assassin that can change shape.
Can you assure us that only you will have our genetic material? Only you will be carrying out the testing and no other personnel upon the ship will get a hold of it?
I mean, if you're sure you want it.
I will be carrying out any genetic sequencing. You're going to be tested when you leave. You're going to be tested when you come back. If the results are comparable, that's fine.
So, do you want blood?
If at
What
all
kind
possible.
of test is it?
Well, I mean, okay, if you're sure. I don't
I
give
know my
illness.
litany, so I can be tested right now if you like.
Right, just come see me in the lab before you leave, okay?
No.
Tries it, you will do as she asks.
But
Or you will not be coming.
Okay,
Not fun.
if you're sure.
Inquisitor,
Yes.
were you taking back talk from people under your employ?
What do you mean?
They answer back to you as if they're your equal.
Well, for one navigator, we are not in her employ. We are working together at present with a mutual understanding.
I mean, surely you should know the power of pedigree, right, old chap?
You don't get to
know
say
well.
anything, Zephaniah.
She looks at you. What's your name? Adovar? Is it? Yes.
Adovar.
Yeah. She looks at you and she says, "Even the most efficient bolt gun has kickback."
Did I say this for your own good?
Quite right, Inquisitor. Quite right. I will join these companions you find yourself with on their journey.
Report back any unusual activity you see on that ship. If it's cursed as you think it is, then it might be something that needs to be looked into as well if this station is going to be scuttled.
Wait,
okay.
The ship's cursed?
She looks to Kryza. Not this ship, the Astartes vessel that's crashed onto the station.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Best his entire history's redacted.
I just thought it was a guy with a big giant hole in his chest.
You know, just because there's something unusual that we don't quite understand does not make it a curse. Curses don't exist.
But it does make it evidence.
Right, old boy.
But the
Yes.
ecclesiarchy calls people cursed all the time.
Indeed. Look into it all the same. And if you have time, if you'd like to stop by St. Vardis, maybe stop in for your friends as well. I know the
did that.
station may be looking a little bit more dangerous than it was previously, but
And also, Chrysler, we don't call them cursed, tainted.
Oh, sorry.
they are the same, one and the same.
Curse
Also-
is more superstitious, tainted is more scientific, if you like.
You're talking back to an Inquisitor!
Superstition, superstition,
Staying out of this. I'm staying out of this.
superstition, sister, is the bread and butter of my organization. Blessed is the mind too weak to doubt.
Yes, but then you investigate and use
I
your
know what
science
both
to
those things
explain
are.
that which is suspicious
Indeed,
and superstitious,
indeed.
and
I
you
don't
explain
think.
it.
I don't think it's right to be debating science and superstition when we're standing next to a angel and a man that can scream through the warp with his third eye from his forehead.
Lord, that can do that. Inquisitor, know your place. I'm still your superior when it comes to status.
You're not mine, though.
Both are blessed by the Emperor.
Extremely blessed.
Yes, hello. Posterity and posteriors aside, we have a mission to partake in, right?
Right.
Do we want
I
to
will
vote now, or
Come see me before you leave. It's going to be a couple of hours before we're able to get a ship launched, I imagine. And she turns to Rodvar and goes, "Yeah, it'll be a couple of hours before we get something fueled." She goes, "All right, a couple of hours. Come see me before you leave. If you need any more equipment or anything, go scrounging. Best of luck to you. I've got to start screening these vessels."
Righto.
What happened to Augie, by the way?
He's around.
Do you mean the
Yeah.
Ogrun?
That would be him, huh?
Didn't you send him raging across the lower decks recently?
I didn't send him doing anything.
Oh,
Rodvar, Rodvar's eyebrows do this, and he goes,
You mean this?
Do you think I'm going to stop the
Yes.
Ogryn?
"You sent
was on what?
him.
Wimble.
You sent him raging through the."
Nope.
more that she couldn't really stop him.
All right. At the moment, Augie, he is currently in the cells, lower the
Okay.
ship, for his own safety.
Could we have him back when we go on the mission?
I am not having that thing loose until we fit it with some kind of inhibition, some kind of chemical alteration. He is do not fear. He has a friend. He is being looked after. I believe you have a friend of Splimbo. He is currently looking after him.
Yes, our
Ah.
friend Splimbo, yes. Whereabouts is he being held again?
He is also in the cells. I do not exactly trust that cretin, especially
Oh, right,
after
he's-
what happened
yes.
at the docks.
You know, he armed an insurrection.
Indeed he did. I want the full story out of him.
Trust me.
Inquisitor,
Yes. She looks up
why
from
do
her
we not?
fucking data console again.
Why do we not just blast this station out of the sky? Why do we not just get rid of it?
Because my sisters are still on that godforsaken rock.
I don't think you're an inquisitor there, sister.
How long?
She is correct. The ecclesiarchy is still on the station, and I think it's only right that I defend my soldiers. Also, we do have a prisoner there as well, who also needs to be collected.
Right. Should we get on with it then?
Indeed. So, actually, Pop, the ship is being fueled and readied as we speak. A pilot will take you down and drop you. You probably don't want to go into the docks. Is there somewhere else that can get boarded?
Spire.
There's the lowest sump. That'll take us all the way underneath it. Pretty much three floors down compared to a good 50.
That's not a bad idea.
And an armed escort, where are they?
You're looking at them. She gesticulates to you all.
Salutations.
Quite.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Prayer protects.
he surely does.
You have a fire or weapon, navigator?
Up into you, CC.
Do you see what is on my forehead, Angel?
Bandana. Now, have you ever fired a weapon?
I've flown a ship through the warp. If you are questioning my hold and
You have never fired a
integrity.
weapon. Understood. Okay.
Have you ever flown through the warp, Astartes?
Yes, many times.
Have you ever driven through the warp?
No, that's your job.
Exactly, and firing a weapon is your job, I believe.
So
He's not
those
going to last long.
the arms are just for show. Just okay. All right. Keep you alive,
Everything's for
navigator.
show.
I don't know.
Alrighty.
So, who knows the way down to this area, for I have just landed?
I have a good idea.
I'll follow the good man who's dressed well.
Thank you.
One of
Impeccable
your
sorts.
smuggling groups, Zephaniah.
More so of a way of more polite entry.
Did we give the Inquisitor all the blood or not?
Alright,
Before
down,
we leave,
No, I've not.
down to the lab. Down. Let's go.
I follow her.
Ditto.
Visitor, surely
Yeah.
you do not need my blood, as I have just landed.
Yes, but you're going to be coming back to the ship, and I want to make sure you're coming back the same person you left as.
Simply
Right.
put, my good being, it's simply a matter of making sure that the changeling doesn't take your face.
A matter of politeness, I
Mhm.
imagine then.
Simple professional cordiality.
Well, I'm used to those. Why not?
Uh,
Okay.
It's like dealing with in-laws. You don't like it, but you have to do it.
Oh, I hate in-laws.
Yeah, ditto.
Also known as your parents.
Shut up.
Oh, I thought that could be directed to me too.
We both just turn around and go, hey.
What? Watch your mouth. Hold your tongue.
Watch your mouth, cum suck.
We do not say that on Terra.
Oh no.
It's a
Yeah.
gutter language, to be sure.
So, or Inquisitor Cyrus takes you all down to lab, which is essentially a offshoot corner of the Medicaid, which is on the station, which he has essentially fucking swept clear of whoever was living in here before. Has her own alembics, computational table, and etc. set up, and prepares to take some of your red humors.
I have
Can
an
I ask?
alternative for myself.
Mm?
No, carry on.
You say that an assassin can change into looking like one of us.
Indeed.
How?
I assume it is some kind of actual imperial assassin. There are certain schools which use a variety of drugs to be able to twist their forms.
A
if
human
it's
can
an
change
imperial?
form?
Can I get Kreza first and then a human can choose form? What was
But
it?
if it's an Imperial assassin, aren't they doing the Emperor's work?
The Emperor's work comes in many forms.
A
A
human
spe-
can change form?
Certain ones can, in certain situations.
How would they do that?
They use a variety of drugs, as I mentioned.
But how would they do that? Like what kind of drugs?
I believe it's called polymorphine or something like that.
Uh,
Look at him fishing for information.
like What, do they inject it? Do they ingest it?
I assume it's some form of injection, but I'm not familiar with the specifics on it. It's a closely guarded secret of their guild.
Would you dispense it from a vial?
She looks at you. Perhaps, yes. That you find that somewhere?
In the scrap heap, not too far away from the cart. I say not too far away. It was a scrap heap.
All right. She puts the syringe accoutrements down on the table and just pinches her nose. I have to say that you are all incredibly proficient at what you do. All right.
Well, thank you.
If we are going to be having a working relationship, can I suggest that you just tell me everything?
Isn't that what we're doing?
That's
Well,
true,
I'm
but
inquiring. Like, this could be fuck all right inside of here.
it could.
It's
Can-
someone's piss water.
May I?
Have you tasted it?
Don't
Be my
don't,
guest.
don't.
Fucking put my finger.
Stop! No, it tastes like mint. Okay,
It's quite nice.
please, Jesus, by the Emperor, and she takes the vial. I'll run some tests on the residue inside it, see if it's something similar. All right.
Great. Thanks for that. And I turn to leave.
Back up.
I present my arm. As I
She takes a syringe.
Can I ask?
Mm-hmm.
How would one get in touch with the assassin if she know them?
You
know,
why would you want to?
I would not recommend it. I may have some official ways to be able to contact them, but I don't think that the assassin on his mission. And she goes to like the next person. She goes over to you.
Do you know if they're hiring?
Odysseus. They're always hiring, and directly into your arm. Whenever she stabs you, you feel like a small pain, which quickly blossoms into a cold feeling, as like a fucking 200 ml of blood is like sucked out of you nearly immediately into this test tube, which she definitely just labels with your name, puts it on the table. To each of you, as she goes on. Does anybody resist?
No, but
I
just
have
make a
not
medical
resist.
test.
I don't resist, but I'm just asking because I'm looking for work and I'm very interested.
Why is she making a Medicaid test for you, my friend? To detect your mutations?
No, I'm literally a poison frog.
Ooh.
If she rolls a complication, she takes a mortal wound, because my body fluid's literally mercury. So when she goes through that, like, you don't. This is dangerous. Like, I'm not sure. So she has to make a Medicaid test with +2 difficulty penalty.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Let's drag up her character sheet here.
And then if it's a complication, she takes a mortal wound.
Fuck me.
Those stuff as well.
This could be the end of our Inquisitor. But
She's alright.
Yeah, she's fine. It's fucking silver with blue flakes in it.
She stops.
I think she has 12
Shrug.
days.
You're from an Exilia company, aren't you? Yes, okay.
The guardsman did try to warn you.
That is true. That's
You get luckily. Sometimes the vial
there's no
breaks.
doubting that.
all right.
I've seen people die from that shit.
I think
Speaking of not being able to doubt it, would you allow me to take my own sample? You can witness.
What?
She hands you the gun, and she's keeping
just
a very firm eye on you.
good. Okay, I
Robert,
unbutton
stop.
my shirt. I go. You hear a bunch of cracking and stuff. I just place it here, and I just go. And it's pure, just light chartreuse, just fucking adreno from my gene sect.
Jesus fucking Christ.
There's no doubting that. Isn't that right?
I don't think they're going to be replicating that anyway. Okay.
Inquisitor, I have two questions.
All right.
Where did you find these people? Which I would be a hypocrite to not call them people. The second one goes, and I say this in High Gothic. We are both aware of the Navigator's mission. Would these drugs the assassin be able to replicate my disposition?
Your disposition as a navigator.
My
I'm-
disposition as in High Gothic once again, so all those little stupids can't understand. Unless you speak High Gothic, which we don't you
I
do.
think we speak Low Gothic.
Exodus Acta Probat.
Well, they'll certainly be able to replicate your arrogance, I say in High Gothic.
Why are they singing to each other?
I am merely saying, Inquisitor, as it is no secret that your order and my order, my collection of clans which make up the magisterial houses, have a different genetic build than the average Terran.
Indeed. What
Will
this-
they be able to replicate that with their drugs?
As far as I'm aware, their genetic sequences remain pure. However, their outward appearance is what changes. I've heard tales that certain assassins are even able to change their form to replicate that of Xenos. Which is why,
Despicable and evil and vile.
but necessary for the protection of the Empire. However, that is why I'm taking samples of your blood. I will compare them against samples which could return. If there is any change, then suspicion will be allayed.
I understand completely, Inquisitor, as the only other way of finding out is opening the third eye, which is not advisable to anyone, so please just make it quick.
She stabs your
blood.
arm more forcefully than necessary and draws a sample.
I
of your
know what that meant with the extra force, Inquisitor.
She
Yes, you're
doesn't.
trying our patience.
She doesn't say anything. Alrighty.
Well, after all that's happened, she likes Will the least.
It's
What,
because
the Inquisitor doesn't like the mutant? Who would have thought?
Hold
The
on.
Inquisitor doesn't like the mutant who
Well,
lives on
try to cut her
Earth.
head off.
Because
Big-
she likes you less than Kryza.
she
And
Because I live on
Zephaniah.
Terra and I'm a mutant. I'm a Terran mutant.
because at least
hates
Kryza is polite.
She hates just to see like a mutant boss winning.
Yes. She is fine with I'm not explaining her fucking motivations. Yeah, she goes, alright, I now have samples. Please go in peace. God Emperor protect you.
God Emperor protects Inquisitor.
And you, Inquisitor.
But then protects. I believe.
Alrighty.
Mhm.
So, would any of you like to perform any tasks prior to transfer to the station?
Nothing besides a weapon check.
No.
I'd like to check up on the other Isturiachi.
Okay. Do you have a name for him yet?
I can quickly go on fantasynamegenerators.com.
Was it Archimex Kappa? No, it wasn't. No. Who's Archimex
Is it,
Kappa?
do you have a name? If you have a name, that's perfect.
I do not.
Archimex is a cool name.
No, Archimex, fuck him.
Alright.
Archimex
Archimex
is
is.
a-
No, Archimex Kappa is the Archmagos in the station.
Oh,
As if.
Hmm?
We should go get Splimbo and Nuggy.
It's probably a damn fine airlock somewhere.
No, it would be nice to have a meat shield.
And a grenade launcher.
Hey guys,
Also,
do you know
sure.
anywhere I can get drugs on the station?
Sure.
From whomever we're
How many do you
hunting, I
want?
assume.
No, the stuff she was talking about.
From
Oh,
whomever
that's
we're
not no
hunting,
idea.
I'm assuming.
That's some
Probably
secret
on the
assassin
floor.
shit.
Yeah, but there's always a market for it.
Not that any of us are aware of.
Glaive. If you'll put your mind at rest, I can always ask
You
a few
stab
people.
me, I'll end you.
I can always ask a few people. Don't worry about it.
Yes.
I thought
Blended.
you'd made an enemy of all your people.
They're not my people. I mean,
He stabbed enough of them for me to believe that.
very true.
Odysseus, is there anything that you would recommend we get in preparation for exploration of the Astartes ship?
Besides yourselves in order, don't touch anything. You'll be dealing with the gene stealers. You've already killed them once. You know what you're doing. Look at you all timidly.
Didn't the frogs attack us there last time?
Oh, they tried to.
All the frogs are dead.
So everybody says. There are those fucking more frogs.
I
Yes,
hear there's something in the
our,
water.
our
What's that?
ghost friend Table 9 said he took care of them.
He was the profound truth teller.
Does that mean that the frogs are heretics?
Oh, yes.
Yes, the frogs are Xenos, of course, are heretics.
That we should be shooting the
Agreed.
frogs then when we see them.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed.
Agreed.
Like shooting
Fair
frogs in a pond.
Well,
Right?
if they attack us, we will attack them. Otherwise, just leave them be because they're not going to do any harm, and they'll be blown into oblivion very soon
We're
anyway.
blowing the place up anyway, so if they're in our way, just don't expend too much ammunition.
Hmm.
We have
I
bigger
never do.
whales to lampoon.
If they attack us, we kill them.
Yeah.
If they don't attack us, just leave them.
Life
Because we're
things to
we're
follow anyway.
gonna kill them anyway. It's all good.
Exactly, they're going to
Hello.
be blown up along with the rock eventually in the near future. So let's not worry about them.
Find it hard to argue with that.
Do you even have a gun?
Me?
Yes.
I have other things.
Mm.
Swords? Lights?
Other things.
I can lend you a
Don't-
last piece if you need one.
Grenades?
Glaive, you don't want to know.
You'll see. Well, I hope you don't have to see, and I hope you don't see what they see, but you'll see.
If he starts doing any fucky wucky shit, you just run.
Yes, much like the Astartes ship, don't touch.
Language, sister.
All right. So we did have Idavar. You were going to talk to your Asteriachi uncle, I believe.
Yes.
Okay.
Siriachi.
Asteriachi, yes, that's your family name.
How's the Steriachi? You know, the noble house that is older than you.
They make for your
Mhm.
Mexican music.
I feel like you should be walking with spurs and have a guitar and announce his presence every time he walks in a room, like.
Quite right. I agree.
All right. So you can go up to the navigator residence, which is on the station, or station ship. Excuse me. Your uncle keeps his quarters here fairly sparse. White paneling along all the walls. There are long black curtains which cover the windows. He, as far as you know, does not like looking at the void. He sits in a single chair, which he has here, next to his quite monastic cot. Just kind of meditating almost. If he hears you come in, he gives no indication from the large white dome which surrounds his head.
Regardless of you, if you can hear me or not, I thought I would update you on where my whereabouts will be for the foreseeable few hours. Hopefully, it shouldn't take too long. I have been tasked by the Inquisitor to follow a complete group of strangers of mixed genetic backgrounds to the heart of the station, which I still believe should just be blown up so we can move on. But I digress. So I will be back soon. Do not make the RBTs leave without me, because I'd be annoyed at that. And enjoy meditating in your white cube. You could do with some upholstery, and I still believe that. Tara.
The future is unclear here, nephew. But I think that enamoring yourself with such friends as these is very wise. You just kind of...
Truly, you think I'm doing the right thing in traveling? Have you seen anything more?
The whispers of the warp are weak here. This subsector is strange, but I would say that any investigation that will assist us in making us more useful is prosperous.
Doesn't mean more contracts. I am worried that it is not the warp is weak here, but disturbed. Of course, I will keep utmost vigilance, as is of our house.
A shallow pool still hides the worst terrors of all. He says, and he just kind of... His long
Thank
fingernails
you.
clicking against the sides of his dome.
Thank you, Uncle. I will leave you to your meditations.
Mhm.
Your insight has been most profound.
Indeed. Just kind of... Good luck, nephew.
Thank you. God Emperor protects, Uncle.
Did you say God Emperor protects Inquisitor?
Uncle.
Okay. Do you have a name for your uncle?
I sent you a name just to think what you think of it, and I thought Maltaban.
Maltaban. Yeah, that'll do.
Because it's a similar phonetics to Adovard.
Yeah, I'll do that. I was going to say Saphanos, but that's better.
Saphanos is cool too, but also I don't mind. You choose.
That's like a
I'm being
lady's name.
blinded.
Alright,
Ooh.
I'm happy with that. Okay. Anybody else before we leave?
It could be good if we have an Ogren with us.
Think
Oh,
you could
yes.
talk them out of the cells?
I can be rather persuasive.
Let's have a go.
How to get onto the cells, please?
We should get Splimbo too.
We should.
This is going to be I think this is going to be a requisition. Or it's going to be some kind of cunning, because
Yes.
you're trying to fucking rescue a guy who is in prison completely deservedly, I will point out.
He's serving the Emperor.
He's serving the Emperor by punching a cop through a wall.
On the contrary, would they really want to be babysitting someone so pathetic as this when they could just look the other way? I'm trying to look actually for my powers. I don't think I've used.
There's my
too
assist.
much.
That's 7.
Yeah, I get two bonus dice for these kinds of acquisitions. I just remembered.
Roll him. So let me just check. How many do we got there?
Yeah, I might have to use a raft.
Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 at the moment.
I like to re-roll my failed ones. That's
Go for it.
how many's there? 1, 2, 3, 4,
5.
5. Yeah. Presto.
Ooh.
Few good boy points as well. How are we looking, buddy?
Hear Augie from a level up on the ship.
I thought I could smell cabbage.
He is singing and stomping his feet. As the turbo lifts grinds to a halt, the doors open and it's much louder. Guards, there are some Arbites who are sitting outside of the cell that he is in with their electroshock sticks, which they are just trying to fix because they have now gone completely out of charge, having been essentially ineffective at subduing this fucking creature from singing continuously. One of them has his helmet off. He is rubbing his head, nursing on like a encroaching headache. And Augie is just fucking like singing, stamping his fucking feet. and
Keep your rifle by your side. Sing it.
Yes.
Coming up.
Basically,
It's
yes.
coming up.
Bob's coming up. And Splimbo is in the cell opposite. He is looking much worse for wear. He is quiet, and he has the shit kicked out of him.
Like jog up to the bars, like throw my arms through, like Augie, wave him down.
Oh, Chrysler!
Remember your prayers to him, but I say your prayers quietly now.
Okay. And he's just kind of sits back down again, stops tapping his feet. He's still got a restless leg because like he doesn't like being in such a quiet, in such a like tight place. But he's like just tapping his fucking, tapping his thighs, shaking
While
his
Chrysler's
leg, and just
doing
kind
that.
of muttering.
Cries doing that. I'm looking over and saying, Splimbo, my good man. You're looking rather worse for wear.
Yeah, it's been a day, sir.
Truly.
Indeed.
Quite a blunder on your part, but do not worry. I forgive you. There is a way, naturally, despite all of this, that we can make this right. I'm going to talk to your guards. I can pull some strings, of course, as befitting a servant of course, a noble house. But end of the day, you're coming with us. I could use your dictation. And let's be honest, my good boy, this cell's no place for such a distinguished servant of the Imperium.
Excuse me, sir, but these gentlemen are under arrest.
Yes, they are, and we are hereby relieving you of of the maledictions, I suppose. This mission, of course, which comes from the Holy Orders, may I remind you, and of course your good marshal requires their services. And at the same time, let's be real here, I think, personally, your ears could use a break.
Are you... Where... We can't just have them roaming around the ship.
No, of course not. No. What I'm talking about is extraordinary rendition. I'm saying they're still within, of course, the Emperor's jurisdiction. It's just that they won't be your personal problem anymore.
I mean, he put Kevin and his head to a wall, man.
Did he die?
I mean, no, but he's had to get a titanium plate put in.
I'm sure he looks much better.
Do you really wish to have them stick around and find out for yourself the definition of Ogren Fury? I don't think so. Listen, you're still doing your job. You won't be any worse for wear. It will still be, of course, all the necessary paperwork and parchment, as you have done your job to the utmost and most splendid service. All I ask, however, is that you simply give the corpus over to us, while still, of course, remaining the spirit of the law in your own jurisdiction. Technically, you're still looking after them. It's just that they won't be physically here.
Yep, we're all going down to the asteroid. Probably all gonna die. It's gonna be great.
You know, that's that makes sense.
Place my hand on his pauldron and just say, look, head over to the galley, get some new stun battens, and by the time you come back, of course, it'll all be a pleasant memory. There'll be a lot more squishy and quieter reprobates in the brig that you can, of course, patrol, look after. Why trouble yourself with this?
I can deal. Yeah, I think. Hey, Jahan. Yeah, we're gonna go get some new stun battens to. Yeah, we'll be back. Make sure that these prisoners don't leave. And he does a big wink.
I wouldn't have it any other way, of course. With a big wink.
Okay, so bye-bye. And Jahan...
Emperor bless.
God Emperor protects.
Yeah, that's the one.
This guy is now going to be a recurring character. Fuck yes. I like this accent a lot.
Fair enough.
You mean the fake one you put on every day?
Yeah.
Free Augie, free Splimbo.
Yep, fucking big keys.
Simple as.
Thank you, Kaiser.
Madiba.
Like him, Augie. We have to go. We're going to go
books.
kill some fucking mutants.
Oh, I could do that.
Exactly. I'll even find you the grenade launcher.
Ooh.
Let's go serve the Emperor, Augie. Come on.
They're the god emperor.
To
Exactly.
me, Splimbo, you have a dictation to take.
A dictation?
Good man, you finish a word. Swiftly now.
Okay,
I hand Splimbo a last pistols with Eve. You might need this.
I've never really had a... I mean, I took basic officer fire training, but that's...
I just take it back. Put it back in the holster.
It's like, Jesus Christ, he's more likely to kill me than he is anybody else.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess. Are you sure? Are we
Don't worry
going...
about us.
Are we
We'll
going...
take you. We'll
back-
take you under our wing as if it were the Imperial Aquila itself.
Are we going
Trust
back
me.
to the station?
Briefly.
Okay, I guess. Is this the same voice for Splimbo? Oh, whatever.
May as well
It's
be, yeah.
that's
It's very
that's
much
fine,
like Rick
I
from...
guess.
Not
That's
sorry,
okay.
Morty, rather.
That's okay. Sure. We'll need to tie in with the spire anyway to make sure that they're... Yeah.
Very true. Look, I haven't steered you wrong yet. Don't think about it, let's go.
Okay.
Okay, and Splimbo need to go and give their genetic samples to
Nah,
They're
they're,
not...
main investigation.
Splimbo's not coming back.
they're fine.
They're not coming
If the assassin can pretend to be Augie, do you know what? They deserve to kill me.
Yeah. Mm.
Get back to the lander and I was like, I made it. I've already made it. Yeah, not you.
Augie
My
said a
f-
word with 4 syllables. What the fuck?
What is 5 plus 5, okay? 10, sir. Heretic.
It's not him.
Alrighty. So, everybody else before we leave?
How long have we got, Nathan?
Well, Cyrus said a couple of hours, so like, a couple of hours.
Meditate. Fuck them.
Awesome.
Can we talk about strategy? Where exactly are we touching down? We're heading straight for the Ecclesiarch?
We're heading to the sump. We're hoping to the old sump pump to begin with. The
So
old
what's
sump
our entry
there.
point?
It's the sump itself. It's large enough to, of course, a small lander, of course, make its way in there. That means we'll be 2 floors below where we need to be. The sororitas, etc., will be on the surface, granted, but there are ways, of course, onto the main surface, as long as, of course, its main objective is sorted. With a starting ship, it's close to the bowels.
My main worry is that if we touch down in a lander, someone's either going to try and take it, or they're going to attack us because they're trying to get off the station.
We have to requisition a group of voidsmen. Maybe.
I don't like that moaning noise.
Yes.
Mm.
Ah.
Are you others not supposed to be the armed escort to the Astartes ship?
It's quite right,
Yes,
we're
but-
named characters, so fuck it.
Who's looking after the ship for the extraction? I
Um,
don't think you understand what it's like down there. Going to be anarchy.
uh,
The governor's dead. There's a plague. There's Xeno.
right. Okay, yes, forget I said anything. Let's just get on with it. Best thing we can do is just move on. Come on, guys.
Oh yes. Meet Augie. I gesticulate to Augie.
Hello, tall guy.
Hello, my good man.
He's looking up at you. He's like, I don't mean with tall people.
Quite right. The only other tall person you have is an angel with you, and even he is dwarfed by my size.
Oh, he's shorter than me.
Just hammering that home.
It's not difficult, my good man. I assume you are joining us on this expedition down to the bowels of the station.
Yeah, I'm Christ's right man.
That's fine. You will be joining us. I assume.
Yeah.
A loyal guards Ogrin of the Imperium, are you not?
Believe us, he is actually an asset despite appearances.
I trust his appearances wholeheartedly, good
Oh.
sister.
I'm an asset.
Don't
God.
don't think about it too much. Don't let it cloud your mind, good sir.
Okay.
Like, pat Oggy in the arm. Come on, Oggy. Let's get you into the lander.
Yeah.
I assume the Ogren knows how to fly, said Lander.
I
What?
do.
That was a joke. That was a joke. I know the Ogren probably couldn't even fly a toy, Lander.
Would you trust him with a grenade launcher?
Absolutely. I wouldn't trust anyone with a grenade launcher, but we still make them, don't we?
That's a pity.
Oh, the Ogren's going to have it.
Yeah, the
His
ogre's got
eyes-
like the ogre's got a grenade launcher that's got a fucking barrel the diameter of a dustbin.
What size are the grenades?
It's fucking basketballs.
It's more like a mortar.
Yeah, it's essentially a mortar.
For as I say in the glory of the coming of the Lord.
Yeah.
Oh,
But yeah,
boy.
you guys can all fire on down. You're essentially escorted to a Aquila lander, which will happily see all of you. There are, in fact, 2 voidsmen already on board who
That's
are
deja vu.
prepping to take you, to actually fly you over. To
Yes. Recalian, how are you doing?
my name is actually Ricardo, sir.
Quite right. Shall we?
Yeah, no problem. Could ask you all to fasten your seatbelts and get yourself no problem. I think the suggestion at the moment is to dock near the sump at the bottom of the station. Should be able to do that. We got some landing locks and got a little plasma cutter at the bottom. Means we can limp it right onto the side of the station if you like.
Jolly good. Out of curiosity, have you had your bloods taken?
Oh yeah. No, but don't worry though. We're going to be staying on the ship. But we are
Doesn't
going to be.
matter.
We are
We'll
going.
get
We
them
have.
taken.
We have had a blood taken, and the Inquisitors explained to us the situation. So
Fucking scrutiny.
sure, go for it.
Don't blame you, actually.
What is it? Scrutiny investigation.
It'll be
Investigate.
a scrutiny, I believe.
I
There is
could
no
get you a sample right now if you'd
There
like.
is no scrutiny.
Oh yeah, sorry. That would be a
Insight.
Insight.
Inside.
There we go. So that is your first good boy point of the session, actually. Nicely done, gentlemen. So this guy looks like he is salt of the earth, cream of the crop, pilot of the Imperial Navy. He is a little bit weirded out that he is flying such a ragtag group, including but not limited to Sister of Battle, Navigator, Space Marine, Noble, Ogren, and fucking and a member of the Astra Militarum. But he's holding it together pretty well. Doesn't look like he's lying.
Welcome aboard.
Good to have you. So, if you could have your tray tables up and everybody buckled in, we'll take a little launch. Yeah, it's a 3-point harness.
I'm in pilot. I'm in discomfort.
Oh no. Anyway, pilot. Go ahead.
Is there something wrong? It's a 3-point harness, so it should be able to slip over that over your form.
Just fucking fly!
Okay, let's go.
Fucking civilian pilots.
He's a member of the fucking Navy. Whatever. Up.
She knows.
Out the fucking ship. Out the ship it goes. And ship very deftly flips over. Actually flips over to so that you're coming at the station from the opposite angle, deftly touches down, and you can hear like mag clamps at the bottom of the ship chunk into place near the sump at the bottom of the station. Says alright, so just plumbed some stuff in, and we're just gonna have to wait a little while for the machine spirits to work. By that time, we should be cut through the hull and see what's on the other side.
I limbo up. Getting ready. Crouch. Run about. Sneaking.
Oh, perfection.
Limbo now.
Alright.
Is no one going to open this Lander's door for me?
Just ask for a bit of patience while it cuts through the hull, and come a little bit longer. Alright, there we go.
Making a button.
He pushes a button, and a large circular hole in the floor opens up to darkness below.
Flick on my illuminator and point it down.
Sweetheart.
Below, you see a large circle of metal, which has obviously been cut from the hull of the station, resting in a large pool of water.
I don't get any tingling sensations.
What do you mean by tingling sensations?
My shadow literally runs ahead of me and sees ambush.
Oh, yes, that's right. At the moment, there is no tingle.
I jump down the hole.
Psh. It's not that far. It feels weird because gravity is slightly different. But it's fine. As like gravity just like, kind of reasserts itself. You land in the water and look around. You're near the sump of the station. This is where energy is dragged from the star that Galahad station orbits, and then crystallized, refined, and transferred throughout the ship or station. Sorry, 2 ships.
Click my box on. Yeah, it's clear. We're all good.
Alrighty, ho.
I jump down after Chrysler.
Ladies first. And then I jump down myself.
Right?
Yep.
It is noisier here. You can feel it once you get acclimatized. It's like a background noise throughout everything. There is a hum, like a little vibration in the walls itself. As you can, it's almost like you can feel the solar energy being sucked from the star and then ferreted through cables and piping up through the bowels of the ship itself.
Where to? Companions. Which way?
Right through the gunnels of this place here. Down that corridor there. Just keep an eye open for anything that moves.
There you go.
Yep.
We're trudging down.
I'll keep my 3 eyes open for anything that moves.
Please don't.
Splendid.
Just 2 is enough.
Okay.
I'd rather not die.
Don't worry, my shadow will tell us. He's
What?
ran off. Look.
What?
You see my shadow just running down the corridor holding a las rifle. It looks like it's holding a las rifle. Look, it's gone. Fucking never
Your
did that
shed?
before.
Well, I'll be damned.
Your shadow is a he?
I don't know, it's wearing flak armor.
Fair enough.
Wait, I'm wearing flak armor. I guess it's me. It's my shadow after all.
I thought that.
I'm going to just have a little look. Ah, okay. Thank you. Yes. So, you can all begin traveling down the corridor. You're traveling essentially near... Yes, Glaive. You have a hand up.
I was going to say I'd like to stealth scout ahead.
Okay.
Stay about maybe 30 feet.
Okay. Give me a stealthily wealthily.
Just in case we come across any untrustworthies. 6.
6. Okay. That means you would be able to see it first. You see in the distance, after some time marching down this corridor, you're picking your steps carefully, making sure you're landing on little bits of rebar and the like that are sticking out of the water. No splashes give away your presence before you get to one of the refineries which holds on this station. A large pyramid-like structure, which every now and again a bolt of blinding light shoots from the ceiling, lands on it, and then is dissipated into arcing channels, and then is diverted throughout the ship. There are people here, toiling over this pyramid. Men and women hunched over, crispy to look at, as if they've been continuously burned by heat or light over the years until their flesh itself is cracked and brittle, who are using large calipers to clasp and drag these cables, connecting them and disconnecting them, making sure to do so quickly before this bolt of energy once again barrels through them. None of them see you.
I'd like to open a comm channel with my comm bead to the party. To everybody that does have one.
I have a what was it called again?
You got a Vox bead,
Was
yeah.
it? Yeah, Vox Speed.
Guys.
I'd imagine you'd have given them your fucking bead. Frequency.
No.
We're right on top of the refinery, and it's still operational. There's still people here working.
Oh, that's good.
Good.
News.
Do they look like they're willing to talk? They look reasonable.
They look very busy. When I mean
Well-
very busy, I think it's a life or death situation considering their profession. You might see it if you come up here.
We don't have to talk to them, we just need to pass through.
Yes, surely we should just leave them be.
We shall keep them in mind. If they're predisposed, all the easier to circumvent.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't we just walk through them? Yes.
Exactly.
Oh,
Why
do
do
they
they tell?
That's right.
They
Maybe
seem
they're gonna
pretty
attack us?
preoccupied working.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes.
They'll
So
take
I
no
will-
notice of us, let's take no notice of them.
I will warn you,
That's right.
don't touch any of the cables and try and get out of the water.
Oh, the water's bad.
No, the refinery's bad around water. It's discharging.
Hmm?
Yeah, well, refinery is refining the energy.
And then you
These
Mm.
people are
They're
running
working
about
in
with cables trying to
manufacturing.
hook them up to different things, so discharges.
I think the less
Oh.
time we spend in this place, the better.
Mm. Take
Okay.
care as we progress through, don't get in their way, and all should be well.
Just yes. Let's not touch anything as we make our way through.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Your journey through this refinery is non-eventful. There are people that do notice you. One of them actually notices you and stares for too long as he's holding one of these cables. The bolt of energy pierces straight through his stomach. His death is going to be a slow one.
You fucking moron.
Eventually, as you're travelling around, you get to one of these grand arches which led you into this refinery in the first place, and you are accosted by one of the workers. He is less damaged looking. He still has some hair upon his head. He has large black goggles which occlude his vision, which makes it difficult for him to see, judging by the fact that he's tripping over a substantial amount of things. He goes, hello?
What business have you got with us?
You're from above, yes?
No?
We're simply passing through. Take no notice.
Please, we need the news. We haven't had word for days.
Augie, this guy speaks, slap the shit out of him.
Okay. And he just goes, but please, and he just backhands him, and he is cast back in the water.
Right, is that then?
Absolutely. We should bring him more often.
Yes, he is essentially castigated and is not coming back to talk to you.
Damn that.
Shall we?
Yep. Your journey after that,
Well,
less eventful. Dragged
Fair
into
enough.
the. Oh, were you about to say something, Zev?
I was going to say I was about to go for a slash.
Oh, if you want to go for a slash, we can take a little break here.
Just
Everyone want
shots
to?
out, otherwise.
Everyone want to do a little piss break, boys? I could do for a piss break.
I'm lady.
Well, it's gender neutral, boys. BOIS, not
Boys,
BOIS.
gender neutral.
Yes.
I've given up on the
Yeah.
correction. It's just
Lads.
Yeah. Lads is gender neutral
I'm-
as well.
I'm gonna have a quick scene if we're all gonna go for a break.
I think we all go for a little breaky wakey. Breaky wakey, well,
Run.
like a cup of tea if we're all going for a little thing and everything.
Cup of tea as well, Christ.
Well, we'll see. Kat, how are you faring at the moment?
I'm okay just now.
Cool.
Thank you.
No problem. I will be right back.
I think they missed a good point of a joke.
Hmm.
The whole semantic of what a heretic is and the faith and all sorts of that. It's like that would be an ecumenical matter. It's also a bit weird that when Augie was singing and stamping about, my brain went to Pinocchio and not anything else. I got no strings to hold me down.
That's just Nathan. That's too real for him.
Mm.
Real.
How come you're hiding in the shadows, Paul?
No, it's a good point. I was just fucking scoffing pizza the whole time, so
Nice.
He exists.
see me again. Yes, I exist. I'm back.
It is not just a disembodied voice from the void.
No, not anymore. It was a long day today.
Mm.
Thank God I'm leaving at 3 tomorrow.
So, what bank or insurance company did you release
It's,
software for today?
Aviva.
Aviva?
Aviva. The ones that own the big stadium down south. Yep. They have more people attend the demos of our job than we have in our company. They have more managers working in this project than we have developers developing this project.
Sounds about right.
It's good fun. So the release needed to go today. Supposed to go at 5. Didn't get gone to 7:30.
Good
Happens.
God.
He happens. It's release day. Part of the job.
At least the overtime is a reward.
Well, the overtime and all the other benefits I get for it.
Yep.
It's not too bad.
Yeah.
2.5 hours overtime, and then I get plenty of time built up for this week, so I don't have to start at 10 tomorrow, and I can leave at 3. So it's all good. All the other benefits I get for the rest of the fucking 3 weeks before the next release are worth. And also, it doesn't usually go to like 7:30. This was like the longest it's ever gone. Usually, it's like 5:30 or 6, and you're away. So this was just a bad one.
You playing 20 questions?
Hmm?
Playing 20 questions?
What do you mean?
With the managers wanting a test or demonstration?
No, they're lovely during the demos. During the demonstrations, absolutely lovely. No problem. It's after that, and they've just become like the most unrelenting arsehole. They're like, oh, we want this. We want this getting released. Like, this has to be done in 4 weeks. And we're like, we said we couldn't do that. Like, you're not getting that. We told you 6 months ago that that's not in this job. You're not getting it. They're like, no, but we need it.
Yeah, you politely tell the customer to fuck up.
Yeah. It's politely telling them to fuck off, but also getting paid by them at the same time. So, they're just unrelenting. They want like 6 meetings a day, stuff like that. It's crazy. It's like, yeah, but we need time to build the system. Not sitting meetings with you fucks. They're like, no, we do more.
Client management is a skill.
Yeah. So yeah, it's rough. Like they want stuff done on a deadline, and that's fine. But
They have to give you the information to meet the deadline.
exactly, and it's not like they have their back end ready that we can connect to. It's not like they have their like payment service already that works through them that we can just connect to. And it's all good. No, they're building their payment in tandem with us building our system, but that doesn't work because they're falling behind. So re-release the system today. That when they release their update tomorrow is going to break because they're changing what their service provides, and our system can't read it because they've changed it. And it's going to be another 2 weeks before we do a release again, so it's going to be broke for the next 2 weeks. That's not our fault.
That's business though.
That's how it is. Yeah, it's like, oh, they want it done for like November. It's like, great, okay, tell us what you want. I still don't know how they want forename and surname validated. I've been waiting for like 6 months. Just don't know. They don't know. So it's like, how do you want us to build a system with your expectations, but you don't tell us your expectations?
At least your clients have expectations. My clients tend to be more, oh, we need this batch 3 weeks ago because we've ran out of surplus and we don't have any overheads. And it's like, aren't you a major pharmaceutical supplier? What do you mean you don't have any overheads? Any stock at all? Or production's going to stop if we don't get this thing released today? Oh, actually, that sounds like a you problem. Okay.
Yeah. It's not that bad. It's good fun. It's good fun. So yeah, they can just like not provide us entire specifications for like vast parts of the system, but then they'll complain like fuck about capital letters being missing. Is that good? That's good. Also, they've not told their own company yet that the system that we're making for them is making an entire call center redundant. So they've not told the call center people that yet because the unions would go mad on them. But yeah.
So to scare Nathan even more so, my boss's boss's boss put in a notice today. So not only is Nathan's boss leaving, my boss's boss, the head of quality, is leaving, and then the head of QC is leaving as well, quality control.
Alrighty.
Oh. I can't believe I'm getting paid to program out Nathan's job.
Yep.
What do you mean? What's happening? That's
what I'm paid to do. I'm paid to automate your job. I'm paid to make you jobless, Nathan.
Please do. I'm fucking done with my fucking job, man.
Yeah.
My job now is the end goal for my job now. The good ending for my job is I make one of the managers in the production cycle I work with so angry that he actually punches me and I get a big payout.
Man. You can get a big payout if they even threaten you.
Yeah, but I wouldn't report that. It has to be striking. Like an actual fucking... You know what I mean?
Do you know what the best thing about your job is?
What?
You get paid at the end of the month.
That is true.
Just take the money.
At least that.
Don't give a fuck about it.
You miss Misty on the screen, and I've got Shadow, but Misty's still here. I have all first.
Look at that big head.
Normal sized cat. Cat's so normal sized.
You don't believe.
Okay. So average sized cat.
Yeah, they're talking about you.
Okay. Alrighty. So, we all back?
I think so.
Okay. The rest of your journey through to the forbidden portions of the station, those which are supposedly uninhabited, is more simple. The refineries and the other sections of the ship are unused. They are shut down for all intents and purposes. And you do eventually arrive at the Astartes vessel, which you have previously encountered Bartholomew, was it? Yes, Bartholomew in. There are dead Xenos here lying on the ground, rotting.
Kind.
Frogmen, assumedly the ones which were dispatched by the Sisters of Battle during the defense previously.
Fucking frogs.
But the vessel still lies in this pool of water, as does the rest of the station. Its door open, hacked open by Kryza.
Well, let's go. You should lead, Angel. This is your ship.
Walk forward. Door open or closed? Did you say, Nathan?
Door open.
Game
Open.
Angelus.
Oh yeah, those are just the boys.
You
This is
fucking
my squad,
Discord
don't worry.
Nitro fucking pay pig.
It was free. What do you want? It's free until the 10th. Go fuck yourself.
As long as you remember it is.
I know, right? Yeah. You got a full fucking year of it now, don't you?
God, wouldn't you just fucking kill yourself?
So, yeah. Nathan,
Yes.
peek around the corner. What's the white quality? First off,
0 at the moment.
0. Fully, I am on a Astartes, so that's not as big of a problem. Can I do an awareness check? What's the story in there?
An awareness check. Okay. Give it to me. Give me one.
Okay.
I like that gif. That's a good gif.
Inquisitor Elmo.
It's good. Yeah, it's good.
My boy.
Look,
You wander through or step in. The first thing you feel, it's colder here now. Colder than it was before. It's colder than the outside of the ship. You think for a second, you just go, your breath fogs.
Shit. Nathan, would I be able to make a what was it? Scholar check? Would I have any knowledge what this is? Based on my teachings?
Go for it.
Instructor? Is it even possible? Okay. That is 4 I can total. What could be causing this?
You're aware that there is a thing of there are things called ghosts that exist.
Yep.
It could also be manifestations of the warp, unusual psychic manifestations, things like that do happen.
Didn't feel anything last time around here though.
No.
Do I notice anything inside the room when I'm looking?
No, the corridor is dark.
Right.
There was low lighting before.
That's no longer there.
No, the lights are now off.
Yeah. Alright. Raise the rifle. Down the corridor. I look back at there's some. Start guarding your minds. More than you already did.
Duly noted, Angel.
How the fuck
Easy
am I
enough.
supposed to do that?
I don't know. My shadows run off again.
I love that that's a thing that you can do.
Should I wait outside? The last time I got my mind taken, you lost a lung.
You won't have your mind taken by anything while I'm around.
I have 2 spare.
Oh, good. Right. I'll stick close to you then.
Go right ahead.
Come on, Augie.
I'll need someone with something pointy to stab things at. Actually.
I got 2 of those. Actually, I've got 12. Without counting the teeth.
You know, I have a guard of honor, Will. Glaive in front, Cryza beside, and Augie behind you.
So what are we
I'm glad for my entourage.
information?
Yes.
Artifacts?
We're to uncover what the ship was and what warp sorcery there was.
Yeah. Nathan, last session, Osiris did say she was going to be giving us a few tech adepts to come with us to actually retrieve some of the information. They are with us, right?
For narrative purposes, I'll say, yeah, you've got a couple of fucking cog boys that'll be able to plug into some.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if you remember that. Yeah.
I did not. Thank you for reminding me.
Yeah, because we couldn't actually do anything here if we didn't. So that's good.
We could still do shit. Yeah. You've got some tech. You've got some cog boys. They've not really said anything to you guys. They've been pretty quiet, just pondering over their internal cogitations in the background. So I haven't had no need to mention them yet. But yeah, they're following you guys. Just at the back. Can everybody give me a willpower test?
So it begins.
So it begins.
Use a wrath point to reroll that.
Yay, I got one.
Yeah, I'm gonna reroll that. So,
I also reroll. Is it possible for me to also reroll?
If you spend your wrath point for the session, yes.
Oh, what?
Yeah, I'll do that then.
Five. Bonus dice 3. That's right.
Alright, tested initiative. Fuck.
Oh, piss. Yeah, we rolled that.
Never
I
mind.
did slightly better. I did slightly better.
There we are.
Nope, still failed.
2.
Okay.
Are we all doing willpower? Sorry.
Yes. Fucking hell.
We're all
Reroll.
proficient.
You can if you like.
That's better.
Much better. Okay. So did anyone roll a 0 or 2? From 0 to 2.
2.
So we got Glaive, we got Odysseus. Anybody else?
Double check.
0, 1, or 2.
Mine is. Yeah, I'm pretty sure mine is.
Okay. Anybody got a 3, 4, or 5?
I rolled a 3.
I got a 3.
3,
No,
3.
1, 2, 3,
5.
4.
Wonderful. Alrighty. You round the corner as you have before. You see the corpse pierced against the wall. Odysseus, Zephaniah, and who else do we have? Odysseus, Zephaniah, Evangeline. You see the creature holding the spear. Horned.
What's it look like? Oh.
Bony. Spikes extrude from its shoulders, which elongate upwards, piercing its temples. Every time it moves from left to right, blood leaks from its cranium as these spikes continuously torment it. You see it push the spear a little bit further in and then withdraw it sharply. The rest of you see the body crumple to the ground.
We have some immaterial company here.
I don't like this.
The immaterial also has company. We move on.
Oh, we do fucking not.
What am I
That's right,
missing?
Vert. Can't you see it?
No.
I've drawn my swords, by the way, already.
100%.
The body fell. What about it?
Fucking head demon. Heretic.
Those of you who
You don't
are...
see the spiky monstrosity with bleeding blood. Just
Those
pull
of
up
you
the spear.
who-
It's right there. Get it, damn you.
Those of you who
Don't
are
look.
looking...
Nathan, I want to try stealth.
Okay, hang on. Fucking hold on a second. Right. Those of you who are gazing at a demon, could you please roll me a
More corruption.
corruption?
I've got a thing for this.
Yes, you do.
I have purity of faith.
Mm-hmm.
So you and allies within 15 meters gain plus double rank bonus dice to corruption test, and you gain plus double rank bonus dice to any test to resist the effects of psychic power. So it's just a corruption test. So
So
you
we
get
gain
double
plus-
rank bonus dice.
6.
You also gain for the psychic test as well, psychic powers test.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So that's 4 dice.
4?
Mm-hmm.
No, 6. We're rank 3.
Yeah, rank 3, 6.
Are we rank 3?
Yeah.
Nobody
As far
told me we were
Oh,
rank
shit,
3.
yeah.
Sorry, bud.
Nathan.
Yes, rank 3.
So yes, 6 to
alrighty.
your corruption.
So, if I could get corruption tests from those who can see it.
Resist corruption.
Resist
Where is that?
corruption.
Bonus dice plus 6.
7 icons.
Fuck me.
Where is resist corruption?
I believe that
Uh,
is on your mental faculties, which is on.
Yeah.
Side
You got a 3 cat though, so you're fine.
We'll see about that. So if you
that's
see
just
under
free-
your mental stats,
Mental social status. I see corruption.
All right.
yes, I believe it's actually a conviction test, isn't it?
Resist corruption is below it. The roll button is just at the opposite end of the sheet.
Yep.
No, I
Right.
got
It's
you.
on the right hand
across.
side. Yep.
Resist corruption, yeah. All right.
Yep.
Bingo.
Bingo,
Oh,
bang,
Nelly.
bong, I don't wanna-
1,
No,
2,
no, no, no,
3,
no.
4, 5,
I'm
8.
8. Wonderful.
sorry, it's not a conviction test.
It's a corruption test. So if you look on
Yeah.
the corruption,
I've
just-
got corruption. I can see corruption. I've won.
So
No,
do you see
sorry.
No.
resist corruption below it?
Yep.
Oh
like a
yes,
rating
now I see
level.
it. Sorry, I am
Mhm.
being really dumb.
You're right.
that's totally fine.
Nathan,
Yes, William.
if I open my third eye, could I see it?
What does your third eye do again?
Gazes
That's-
into a warp.
Yeah.
And also destroys things to death.
I will allow you to make a psychic powers roll,
Okay.
but doing so may make you more exposed to what's happening here.
I have stuff about that. I have stuff which will make it not as bad. Where is that roll?
So if you go to mental powers,
No.
I was in skills, then psychic.
no, it's
mastery.
under attributes, mental/social traits.
Okay.
So attributes, mental/social traits. You look down that list. It says resist corruption.
Mm-hmm.
You click. You go to the right of that. There's a dice. You click that dice.
Mhm.
And would this mean I can also see what they're seeing?
No. Click that first. Wonderful. And then go to skills.
Heals. Yeah.
And then use psychic mastery.
Alright.
Does you say?
I have a psychic third eye.
Okay. Are you at the front of this cohort?
I am stood behind people who I am taller than.
He's next to Augie, Glaive, and Chrysler.
So you
Yeah,
are.
Before I
like-
do,
Right in the middle.
before I open this,
Mm-hmm.
I say, what I'm about to do is dangerous, but please do not look at me. And I know that is just me begging for you to look at me, but please, for a split
Alright, that's
second,
easy enough.
I'm not looking at you, I'm
If you're-
looking at this fucking thing.
Your
What's that?
glib remarks will get you very far, I'm sure.
I just pull up the sunglasses and also close my eyes.
Nathan,
Mm-hmm.
seeing as I'm so intrepid with the demon in front of me, my corruption test was a 9, but I also had a complication. You know, Glaive, the person that killed his heretical brotherhood and sees
Yes.
visions.
Can I
Do with that-
finish?
do with that what you will.
Can I
Yeah.
finish Will's thing first?
Yep.
Thank you. We'll table that for a little second. Hey, table 9-4. So first of all, we need to do corruptions for everybody. Anybody that got below a 5 on their corruption test
I got exactly 5.
got exactly 5. Wonderful.
Yeah, that's me.
Hmm.
2.
Is that 5 or less or
27
4 or less?
corruption.
Yes, if it is a 5, if it is a 4 or less.
Do you not get an extra?
Did I what? What was that, Sean?
Look at that. The old.
Who did not the extra 66?
Oh, the extra 66. Look.
Yeah.
The 66.
Oh, for fucking yes.
Yeah, my
7 and a half.
purity of faith.
I'll
Yes.
get that.
Alright.
See the filthy
Apples.
Xenos.
Thank you, Kat, for taking that talent.
What do we extra roll?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, no, I'm
Nothing,
saving
Will.
your asses.
You're fine, Will. You're
Am I-
fine.
Are we all sound? Sick.
If only we
Oh,
had it
no,
earlier.
2 successes.
2, so 4.
Yeah, it was close.
No, you're using. You can re-roll. You can roll those 66 to add to your total.
Sorry, slash
Act 6
roll.
bonus.
Yeah, you got 2 before, and that's another 2. So.
There we go.
Oh.
Kat, I have to ask, did you have this
Mm.
talent always, or did you get it after Odysseus got his memorable injury from Glaive?
It
After.
was after.
Right, cool.
It's when we were all spending our XP.
Hmm. Okay. So does that mean that everybody has passed? Let me just check.
So it's 5 you're looking for?
Yes,
I
5.
think Zephaniah failed.
I've
so you only
passed.
got 4.
Plus some extra
1,
stuff, right?
2,
Yeah.
3, 4.
I
Yes,
passed, but had a
unfortunately.
complication.
Yes. So complications.
Remember, I see visions.
So
I,
psychic
I
stuff.
killed my heretic brotherhood. I see a demon.
You're
So
about to kill an Astartes as well.
The psychic stuff for Adavar.
Do psyche wikey.
Adavar,
Mhm.
you open your eye and you see the ship. Resplendent. There are tabards on the
even-
wall.
Oh.
There is an Astartes battling a demon in front of you. He slices this creature with his sword before the demon ducks and drives the spear through his armor into his chest, piercing him against the wall. And then the creature itself is stabbed through the back and disappears into dust. You are looking at a memory. And ripples of this memory are being propagated into the physical world that you actually inhabit. A shadow on the warp.
I'm sorry, go on.
But ripples are cast by a stone. Something's here that's causing this.
Astartes.
What does it know you do?
I know what has got our companions in such a trance.
Well,
They
Was
are seeing a demon that is no longer there. A whisper of what was.
it's just a memory then.
But their fear is still very real to them. And there is still something aboard this ship that is allowing this to happen.
And as you say this creature advances and advances, stalking towards you all. It raises its spear. Zephaniah, how many degrees of failure did you have? So you rolled 4?
So yeah, it's
You are
What?
taking
2.
1. You're taking 1 point of corruption.
Oh no.
Yes. I also gain a ruin.
Oh.
Those of you who rolled complications, so Sister Evangeline, Glaive, and Edavard, can you each roll me a d6?
All of us.
What complication did I roll?
Don't worry about it. Evangeline. This is a figment of the imagination. This is something which is not real. It's a superstition. It's a falsity. Something which is going to be able to be explained away by science once you figure out what it is.
Mm.
And as you raise your hand to banish it, it strikes at you with its spear. And it is going to attempt to attack you.
Yay!
Yes. Okay, so that is going to be a... 3... What is your defense?
4.
4. It does not attack you. Or sorry, it does not hit you. It cuts off the smallest piece of your hair with the swing of this spear before you mentally focus and cause it to disappear with your true and pure faith. The strands of hair fall to the ground below and begin to smolder. Glaive, I do think you were looking for a complication, were you? What
Oh,
complication are you looking for?
No, I was opening the book to you. My character killed his heretical brotherhood as his background, and he also sees visions. He's guided by visions. He's seeing a fucking demon in front of him. He's passed the corruption test, but he's seeing a fucking demon in front of him.
How does he act? How does this affect you?
I've got my swords out. I'm wanting to fucking go at this thing.
So how much damage does the Astartes take?
How
Yeah.
much damage does the Astartes take? Yes, that's a good question. So you're drawing your blades and you're attacking this thing as it's like running towards you.
Well, if it's advancing, then do I see it strike at Evangeline?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm fucking going for it. It's attacking my party. I'm killing it.
Okay. I'm not going to have to ask you to roll for that, but your blades pass through it as if it is naught but air.
Do I like kick it?
I mean, it vanishes after your attack. From event.
Piss off, ghost.
I mean, yeah, essentially. Oh, man, that's not looking good.
You're right, bud.
Stop picking it.
Yeah, I think I've blown a couple of stitches.
You fuck.
You're not going to work
Probably-
tomorrow, then. You're going to the
Probably
hospital.
haven't.
Anyway, what was I saying?
You're going to the hospital tomorrow. Get your stitches fixed.
You
Okay.
have felt it.
Oh no, it's like. What was I saying? Yeah. This hallway is now abandoned once more. The corpse is now slumped on the ground.
Sorry, breaking cannon. Did you say your fingers open?
Yeah, it's like.
Yeah, do you want to, like, pose this off right now and go to the hospital?
It's
Speaking from
fine.
a guy that was bedridden for 6 months after having his stomach reopen.
Shall we kind of like put if for everyone who doesn't want to see it, can you put it to the camera just so we can see?
It's like we could look after his.
I'm not taking the
entertain him
bandage off.
first.
It's just opened a little bit. It's fine.
That's how it starts.
Neria Mill. I'll go to the hospital tomorrow morning.
Yeah, do it tomorrow if it's not
Right.
bothering you too bad.
You better.
Okay. So, where were we?
The corridor
is-
emptied.
Yeah, the corridor's now
Edward.
empty.
I close my third eye.
You close it.
Just the fear is real, Navigator.
Oh, he had a complication as well. It was his seeing it. He saw the memory thing.
Yes.
Ah, okay.
Just the fear, Navigator. That's all that's real.
I have seen the horrors of the warp, such is the job of my family since the Great Crusade, Astartes, as you should know about the House Asteriaci.
How old are you,
I'm-
Navigator?
How old I am is no qualification for how old my family is.
Oh, you're still a boy. Right.
Well, I think that's his bonus thing fulfilled.
I'd say that's
Yep.
your bonus fulfilled if you like, Will.
Astartes, what I witnessed was a memory of the ship.
I like reach down and pick up some of the hairs for Angeline that got cut off.
Mm-hmm.
Very potent memory.
The demon
Let's go.
wasn't there as they saw it, but the thing that is the catalyst for their vision is.
So you're fighting a ghost?
We're fighting something. Something we do not yet truly know what it is.
I
And it
couldn't
can
even
hurt
see it.
us.
Yes, we know it can hit us.
Can it? I didn't even see it.
Well, then let's move fast. Less time we spend here with that thing alive, the better.
Yes, agreed.
Agree.
So far,
Where are we going then?
Deeper in.
Go on.
so far, you guys have explored the what's the word? Cargo hold of the ship, and that's essentially it. There are other areas. If you would like to give me an awareness check, please.
It's a good boy point.
I'm gonna re-roll those.
You guys are not doing well for nat ones today, are you?
That's a good
I
boy
rolled
point.
an
though.
alright one.
Two good
I
book points.
6.
I got one good book point for that.
1, 2, 3, 4 icons and a good boy point.
Okay.
Jingo, 5.
I don't think we need to do any complications for these because I can't think of any interesting. So I'll just add to my ruin if you guys are happy enough with that. Well, I can't actually because I'm on max. So hand wave that. Who rolled the highest?
What'd
Kaiser,
you
yeah,
roll?
6.
Kaiser, I think.
Kryza with a
I got
6.
5.
Nice. Kryza and Glaive. Now that you're properly scouting this vessel, you are noticing that there are portions which seem to have been left alone. Even after everything else has been looted, even after the ship itself has been completely scrapped, there are doors which look like they have been sealed and not opened, welded shut.
Why would anybody weld the doors shut on a crashed starship?
I don't know, maybe they saw a demon and decided to run.
Why would anybody run from a demon?
Usually you either want to keep something out or keep something in.
Well, we want to go in.
Undisturbed.
So
I would go with the latter, sister.
Odysseus, do you know which area this would lead to in an Astarte ship?
Nathan, will I recognize the configuration?
Give me a scholar, please.
Will do. That is 2, 4, 6 icons.
You may have even stepped onto a ship similar to this in pattern. This would take you down to 2 areas. One being the main power control and central computational.
I repeat those 2. My power control will be first. Get through first.
Computational is in archives.
well, they probably need the power on to start up the cogitators.
Hmm.
There's not much power in this thing after all.
No.
I'm sure I can squeeze some juice out of the old backpack, but it won't be enough for a ship of this size.
Or we could ask some of the cog boys if they brought an arc with her.
You can.
Turn back.
Turned
Look
up.
at yeah.
Look, one of them just holds up a mechadendrite. Holds up, fucking raises a mechadendrite which has a an arc welder on it. We can open the door.
Hello.
The machine spirits will take time to nullify on a ship like this. And structural collapse is a risk, but it may take a while. It's the estimated 15 minutes.
Let's start now then. Come on.
Fucking goes forward. The mechadendrite quickly and mechanically works its way, liquefying the welds which have already occurred.
Would have been 6 minutes, but I had to cut it for the shape of an ogren.
Yeah, basically. You could have just done a quick hole and you could all just climb through, but no, it has to be the size of a fucking ogren.
Yep.
And a
spindle.
I was going to say an Astartes and a Navigator.
That's true.
9 foot tall navigator.
He's just a scout.
Man, that navigator's nearly fucking bent over half.
Doing
Yes.
a limbo through it.
About 8 minutes in, the navigator stops. And you see him kind of stuttering and starting. As he does so, a spark comes off of his mechadendrite. And he
Not
can
navigator, the tech priest.
Oh, sorry, the tech priest. I apologize. The tech priest like stutters and starts, and a spark comes off of his mechadendrite as he kind of stumbles back a little bit.
What's wrong with you, Cookboy?
The other one comes forward and attempts to administer to him.
What's wrong?
Don't touch him.
He stops for a second.
How bad is it, Nathan? Does he keep
He
like the actual tech?
He's stumbled and he is like fallen back a little bit. He is like holding onto a wall, trying to right himself. It's almost like he's like seasick, like completely or like is suffering from vertigo.
Tech priest? Assessment?
Running diagnostics.
Slowly drawing the blade.
I am No.
Forever.
no cognitovirus found. This is unusual.
Can you purge it from your systems?
No, there is no cognitovirus to purge. This is, and yeah, it's almost like he's trying to mentally focus. Like he's not even relying on the computational parts of him. He's relying solely on the meat at this point. It hurts. It hurts.
Just take his head in my hand. Would you like the Emperor's Mercy?
I can't feel pain. How can it hurt?
Your Omniscient will look after you in your afterlife.
Collapses to the ground.
Anyone else got one of those laser welders?
Two of the remaining three cog boys look at the third one, and the third one that kind of goes. I take a step back.
I see one.
Yeah, the one that stepped back has a arc welder mechadendrite.
Come on, come on.
Step forward.
Can I get a leadership, please?
Hey, you're talking
No.
to a guardsman that knows about expendability. Come on.
No, you may not. I go. Either you come or I get Augie to take you.
Two priests.
Mhm.
Treasures within this vessel are worth more than any of our lives. Don't hesitate now. And don't make the guardsmen sit there.
Those are two very convincing arguments, which I think can override a leadership.
Come on, Augie, slap the shit out of you,
that's
and then you'll
really-
have to do it anyway.
That really is carrot and stick, isn't it?
Like, hey, big treasure!
Yeah, he steps forward and much faster than the previous one starts fucking not even doing any rites of purification, no incense, fucking nothing, just fucking cuts it out as quickly as possible and then steps back again.
Ah, you're much better. Right?
Not. Step on through.
He presses a button to open the door, and
Sorry.
you are assailed with noise. The clatter and clang of weapons, a scream of "Hold the line!" And then silence again.
Do we all
Put
hear
my head
this?
in.
Everyone
Do
hears
it
this.
later.
That's what I
It
feared.
is
Bloody
a
fuck.
memory of the ship. Nothing more.
But it is an
There must be
insight.
some device
All being.
that is causing these disturbances.
Can you sense this device before it gives us all a haircut?
Me?
Yes. This is witchcraft. Are you not part of a witch?
I am absolutely not part of a witch.
We are detecting massive energy surges beyond.
You're much better than the witch. Thank you.
Tigris, can you give us a direction and how far?
Down the central data core.
Behind. Understood. Right?
Go then.
No time to waste.
The noise is nothing but to scare you. Whatever is making it wishes for you to be scared.
It's only the noise of a battlefield. Come on.
It is a memory of what happened to my brothers. That's all.
Yeah, but what if they try and give Zeph a haircut? He has no hair.
It won't work then, will
It'd
it?
be personal.
So they trim his wig. We move onward.
Here, there is no looting as far as you can tell.
Mm-hmm.
Is there signs of a battle?
There is, but let me describe the scene first. These corridors are wide, these corridors are resplendent, these corridors are decorated in filigree. These corridors have tabards along the walls, tapestries, and trophies. There are skulls of beings which should not exist, plated completely in gold, entrenched upon walls. There are dates of
Trophies.
battles.
Trophies.
Indeed. Claims of victory.
Mm-hmm.
You are looking at large gorgon-like skulls of creatures whose bones should not form. As you look at one of these heads, you see that the actual bones themselves form into a non-Euclidean geometry, which is painful to look at itself, invoking a type of primal fear which you did not think yourselves as stalwart and steely-eyed heroes were able to feel. As you continue even further, you spot the first body. An Astartes, dressed in silver armor, kneeling, his own halberd thrust through his chest.
Sounded the equivalent. I thought heard of any angels to a silver there.
Neither have I.
You don't know the chapter?
Not one that I recognize. No.
A chapter even the Astartes doesn't recognize does not bode well.
Does this mean that these are heretic Astartes?
Unlikely.
I'm sure.
Impossible.
Nice.
Does it mean you could also improve your armor there, Odysseus?
I am not in the mood of cannibalizing my fallen brothers unless I have absolutely no choice, but cover it. Keep it safe, that would be the goal, yes.
Is it cowboy?
A heretic Astartes?
Yes. Yes. Impossible.
It nods.
My estimate is that whatever chapter these brothers belong to, they died out a long time ago. Their memory's lost.
Well, it's a good thing you're here then.
Yes. Knowledge is power. Guard it well. So Nathan,
Yes.
are there any artifacts or anything like that that I'd be able to carry with me? Anything that I can conceivably retrieve and bring it back with us? Anything
I
that
don't
can...
want to cannibalize my fellow brothers, but let me
let me let me let me let them of their small change.
Yeah, give me. Have you got any
Yeah.
belt buckles I can take?
Are you what kind of thing are you looking for? Are you looking
Get
for
away.
weapons, or are you looking for?
Relics, anything. So armor pieces,
You can grab
weaponry. That's
you can grab like a loose pauldron. You can rip that off of their fucking body if you like. We're talking purity seals you can grab. Though I don't know how you would feel about that. There may be a couple of combat knives. You may be able to lift as well. That kind of stuff. They
Mhm.
seem to wear, which is unusual, shields, like actual shields emblazoned upon their shoulders. Like you know what I mean by that?
I do.
Yes,
Yeah.
they can be removed if you would like to see. For those of you who are not as familiar with fucking
Oh, hold on. I
oh,
start up the Vox.
yes.
Call the Inquisitor.
Hello?
Inquisitor. Well, I don't know. I thought you might know. We found some of the Astartes armor from the vessel. It's silver. It has a shield emblazoned on it in one of the pauldrons. Don't know what else. It's Astartes armor.
Tell her about the gold trophies.
It's got gold trophies of Xenos, I think. I don't know what they are. A lot of them. Definitely some sort of warp shit going on down here. Ghosts, apparently, the Cyger says. Navigator. Whatever he is.
Memories.
Alright.
Shadows of memories.
I just played over my box so she hears it. Oh, I thought you might know more about what we're walking into.
Right. Okay.
We'll need several teams if we intend to bring back anything of substance.
I think that right. Keep looking, see if you can find a data core of some kind. I would recommend not looking too deep into it, but if you can bring us back what happened to the ship, and then I'll be able to send for the appropriate resources.
So if you just get you the data core and a readout of an extract from the cogitators, would that be enough? Something like that?
That'll do. That'll do.
I'm sure we can do that.
Good. Good, good, good.
Visitor.
Hello?
I peered through the warp and saw a memory of the ship, of a battle between the Astartes and a demon.
Right. Keep an eye out. If you see any true witchcraft, contact me and get out as quickly as possible. Okay?
Of course.
If any of those creatures still live there, the station's already lost.
Quite.
Good. The Emperor protects.
Ta-da!
Who protects?
Tata! Love it. Okay.
I think. Well, for me, that's a good ending point. I'm gonna leave. If you guys want to play on, go ahead. But I need to go.
I have a perfect ending point, which it'll take 5 minutes.
Okay. Cool.
Who's walking in front?
I think I would also walk in front.
I'm in the middle
So
somewhere.
we're just kind of behind.
Okay.
Them.
You come to another door further down, which is the door to the main power generator of the ship. Not for the warp core, but we're talking non-essential systems, life support, the like. The cog boys move to open it. The doors slide open. Odysseus, standing close to the door, you are confronted with a sword pointed directly at your throat. And the steely eyes of an Astartes locked with you.
Brother, my name is Brother Odysseus, Blood Ravens chapter, 6th Company.
The
You know
Astartes,
yourself.
the Astartes does not move. He stands there frozen.
So like walk around.
Hmm.
Does he shift at all?
No, he does not. And as you do, you notice that around him there are dust motes in the air. And even more than that, there is a wound which is scratched across the back of his armour, spilling blood in the air itself, which hangs in a moment long lost to time. He is frozen in place for who knows how many centuries. That's a good little point to end.
Ooh,
Yeah.
yeah, that was
I'll do
fantastic.
it.
No,
Yeah.
yes.
I'll do it.
Nice.
Alrighty, boys!
Oh boy, don't you just love psychic bullshit?
I love me some
Love it.
psychic bullshit.